Hey, welcome to this video. So there's a couple of things, like real life examples of things that have been happening that relate to the astrology going on that I wanted to talk about. So Saturn, as you know, is in Sagittarius, and the weirdest thing, which I think I actually predicted this in an earlier video about what's happening, is that travel is actually being restricted. And a lot of this restriction is around religion. So, kind of weird, Saturn and Sagittarius perfectly relates to that. And another thing I was thinking about too is Jupiter and Libra. So what Libra tries to do is create a balance between two opposing viewpoints. And what's interesting is that peace is one of those things involved, because that is a very high Libra ideal. But there is that unconscious aspect of Libra about just having a conflict inside of itself sometimes. John Lennon, for instance, spoke of peace, and he was a peaceful, figurehead. But in his personal life, he had internal struggles going on, and he was abusive to his wife, his first wife, that is. And so, it's just kind of weird. Anyway, the other thing, too, that I wanted to mention is Venus being square Saturn. Venus in Pisces is wanting unity and love, while Saturn in Sagittarius is, of course, focusing on the division going on in our world. And what's weird is when Donald Trump was elected, I believe Venus was conjunct Saturn at that time, and now Venus is square Saturn. So that's definitely an interesting thing to note in terms of that. And then Mercury is conjunct Pluto right now. And what I wanted to mention about Pluto and Capricorn is that all these famous people have been dying lately. And Pluto represents death, and Capricorn represents the 10th house of public standing. And these public figures are dying. So it's kind of weird. And then, so Mercury is actually conjunct Pluto today, or, in the next couple days here. It's at 16 degrees of Capricorn, and Pluto's at 17 degrees. So it's pretty much conjunct right now. But this is a time to reveal what is hidden. So it's a good time to do research. It's a good time to admit mistakes, or to reveal something that is hidden from your subconscious mind, in order for it to be transformed. So it's good for becoming aware of what's going on at a deeper level within your own psyche. And so it's a good time for inner exploration, as well as deep dives into a subject that is maybe considered taboo, or something that is occulted, and something that you just don't, the world doesn't know about. So, and it's a good time to reveal things that the world doesn't know about. There's another thing I wanted to mention too with Pluto and Capricorn, and this is the revelation that we are lacking positive father figures. We're lacking positive authorities in the world. We're lacking that whole positive masculine role of the father. And this is creating a lot of problems in our world, especially for boys in the United States. Of course, that's where I live, so I do focus a bit too much on the US. Sorry, us Americans, I swear. No. But, anyway, just wanted to kind of talk about that and kind of just put that out there for thoughts and such, because the system is extremely unfair when it comes to the father, and I feel like that's something that needs to be brought into the open to be thought about. And, you know, with it being, you know, sextile Jupiter, maybe there's that aspect of fairness. And then, of course, Venus and Mars just passed over Chiron, and the whole feminine and masculine wounds are being brought up. There's an emphasis on the feminine in terms of the Women's March, but there's like this underlying need for the masculine to have healing as well, and for the masculine to become noticed and cared for. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I appreciate it very much. Have an awesome time.